airline workers calling out sick because they've been exposed to coronavirus or they become infected with coronavirus. Look at the numbers airline by airline. Southwest Airlines has canceled about 1 in every 5 of its flights for the last few days in a row. Its solution to all of this, trying to get more people to work. It's incentivizing flight attendants to come into work, paying them as much as double pay for the rest of the month. Different strategy at Alaska Airlines. It's actually cutting back its schedule by about 10% for the rest of the month. Says it just simply needs to hit reset on its
so
operation.
we're just waiting on the
Canceling about 16% of all flights for the last few weeks.
the three clowns and in the clowns. So we're just waiting on the citizen, y'all. Oh, here we go. Here it is. It's here. It's here. Here we go. Here we go. Can y'all see it? Okay. Oh, shit. Ah!
We are back on. The defendants represented by counsel.
Get it right, PT. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me just hold it. Let me just hold it. I'll just hold it because I'm having problems. Hold on. Let me turn it around. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I need to clean out my camera, too. Let me clean my camera.
The way the court's going to address this, I'm going to make a few remarks and then address each one of the defendants.
Okay, so here we go.
Sentencing. And the remarks are intended to be general, but also taken into consideration in the individual sentencing portion of the court's statement. So that's how we intend to proceed. So the court has heard the evidence in the case, has accepted the jury's verdict, listened to the presentations here today in aggravation and mitigation, and candidly have spent a lot of time thinking about this. This is a case that has taken a lot of time and energy on a lot of people's parts, and has been a case of note, not just in this community, but really in a lot of communities. What we're here today to determine is what an appropriate sentence is, quite separate from the notoriety of the case and any other outside influence that may exist. And so the court is going to be very careful in explaining that the court has considered just the evidence and what is appropriate under the circumstances of this case to consider in the Superior Court. So that all being said, let me start with this statement. As we all now know,
let's get to it.
The verdict that was rendered in this court in November, Ahmad Aubrey was murdered.
Okay, we'll get to it.
It's a tragedy.
Okay.
It's a tragedy on many, many levels.
We don't want to hear all that. Get to it.
On February 23rd of 2020, almost 2 years ago, a resident of Glynn County, a graduate of Brunswick High, a son, a brother, a young man with dreams, was gunned down in this community. As we understand it, he left his home apparently to go for a run.
Hey, Risky, I love
and he
you.
ended up running for his life. He entered the English home at approximately 1:04 p.m. and left that home at about 1:08 on that day. At 1:14, Greg McMichael calls 911 to let them know that there's a black male running down the street.
Get to it.
And within moments, Ahmad Aubrey is shot.
Yeah, I have to put this on the stand. Hold on.
The three men that are now before this court chased him in a residential neighborhood for at least 5 minutes in pickup trucks.
I can't hold this. Hold on.
Armed with a shotgun. And
I promise you, I ain't gonna mess up, y'all. Hold on.
The state mentioned this today about the time period, but I do want to put that time period in context. And the only way I could think to do so,
hold on,
may be a little theatrical, but I think
okay, here we go. Okay, I gotta turn it around.
Get a concept of time. So
Okay,
what I'm going to do,
there we go.
I'm going to sit silently for 1 minute. 1 minute. Represents a fraction of the time that Ahmad Aubrey was running in Satilla Shores. That's approximately a minute. Again, the chase that occurred in Statute Shores occurred over about a 5-minute period. And when I thought about this, I thought from a lot of different angles, and I kept coming back to the terror that must have been in the mind of the young man running through Statute Shores. The jury heard the evidence and returned a verdict. And what a difficult job they had under the circumstances. Without any comment on the verdict itself, I think all counsel will agree and accept that this was a very difficult case to even get a jury impaneled on. And there are issues out there with regard to the jury that were brought up in the press and elsewhere. But I want to give credit to those members of the panel, not because of their verdict, just because of the fact that they were willing to go through the process that they went through with the state, with the defense, and with this court. We're here today to sentence the defendants. In discharging the duty, this court is required to consider all mitigating and aggravating circumstances. The court has considered those circumstances, including but not limited to all aspects of the crimes charged, the past criminal record or lack thereof of the defendants. I've also considered any lawful evidence which tends to show the motive of the defendants, their lack of remorse, their general moral character, and any predisposition to commit other crimes. Now, I think in this case, the record speaks for itself, and the defendant's own words, I think, guide this court with regard to sentencing. Went back through my notes and other resources to pull some of the quotes that we have in this case. I'll start with Greg McMichael. In my opinion, Greg McMichael, very early on in this, tried to establish a narrative. He made comments like, Ahmad Aubrey was trapped like a rat. Stop or I'll blow your, and I won't repeat it again, head off. He effectively admitted that he wasn't sure what Ahmad Aubrey had done wrong. Quote, I don't think the guy has actually stolen anything out there, or if he did, it was early in the process. But he keeps going back over and over again into this damn house. Again, back to the narrative. Told Travis, you have no choice. Told another individual at the side or at the scene, this guy ain't no shuffler. This guy's an asshole. Commented that he wanted him, Ahmad Aubrey, to know that we weren't playing. If I could have gotten a shot at the guy, I would have shot. Travis McMichael claims he was in shock. But it's interesting because he talks about his concern for his child and his own well-being. Part of this was while the victim was actually laying there in the street.
Jesus Christ.
Commented, this is the worst day of my life. I think it's been touched on here today. There were other individuals that were impacted. I look at the video of this incident. When I say the video, I think everybody knows what we're talking about, but there was one part of it that struck me as absolutely chilling. And that is, I believe it's in the enhanced video provided by the GBI. There's a frame where I believe Ahmad Aubrey, it looks to be, if he's 20 yards out, that may be close, 30 yards out. And it's the frame of Travis McMichael lifting the shotgun to fire at Ahmad Aubrey. And you watch that with context. I want to say context after hearing the evidence in this case. Again, thinking about a young man that had been running at that point for almost 5 minutes. And it is a chilling, truly disturbing scene. And we got there because Travis McMichael's father saw Ahmad Aubrey hauling down the street and calls out, let's go. At that point, Travis McMichael, despite whatever may have been going on in his life at that time, with regard to family or otherwise, just goes, grabs a shotgun and goes because he assumes that it is the right thing to do. Ahmad Aubrey was then hunted down and shot. And he was killed because individuals here in this courtroom took the law into their own hands. Mr. Bryan, He joined in after calling out to the McMichaels. Y'all got him? Claimed he didn't know what was going on, but obviously wanted to know if this individual who was running through the neighborhood, who he didn't know, had been caught in some way. Said, quote, I figured he'd done something wrong, but I didn't know for sure. Right, it wasn't actually this quote. Those quotes are two separate quotes. Didn't know for sure. I thought he would get away. And this is the part that is disturbing to me with Roddy Bryant. If the guy would have stopped, this would have never happened.
Oh my God.
All of these quotes give context, I think, to the video that we saw during the case. And Miss Wanda Cooper-Jones this morning made a statement that I think, when you look at these statements and you see the videos, is very true. And that is, she said, when they could not scare or intimidate him, they killed him.
Jesus.
There's been discussion about remorse.
Muhammad.
And I agree with counsel that it is dangerous.
Don't want to offend anybody.
Who have multiple prosecutions against them to make statements of remorse. But remorse isn't something that is simply a statement of regret. Remorse, I think, can be determined by looking at somebody's reaction to difficult circumstances and the reality of the situation that they're in. Again, it doesn't require an apology, and quite honestly, sometimes apologies are made simply to get past problems. Remorse is something that's felt, demonstrated. In this case, getting back to the video, again, after Ahmad Aubrey fell, the McMichaels turned their backs.
Yeah.
It's, again, a disturbing image, and they walked away. This was a killing. It was callous, and it occurred, as far as the court is concerned, based upon the evidence, because confrontation was being sought. I think the statement was made during closing arguments. It's interesting to note that the most violent crime in Satilla Shores was the murder of Ahmad Aubrey. So sentencing does not generally provide closure. I think Ms. Wanda Cooper-Jones also talked about closure, but I don't find that it really does. And I think that's an unfortunate thing. Because in this case, I think many people are seeking closure. The mother, the father, the community, and maybe even parts of the nation. But closure is hard to define and is a granular concept. It's seen differently by all depending on their perspective and the prism of your lives. Instead of closure, maybe we'd best see today's proceeding as an exercise in accountability. We are all accountable for our own actions. Sometimes in today's day and age, that statement is lost upon many. And today the defendants are being held accountable for their actions here in Superior Court. Today demonstrates that everybody is accountable to the rule of law. Taking the law into your own hands is a dangerous endeavor. I'm not sure how this comes across, say it anyway. I think ultimately, with regard to the murder of Ahmad Aubrey, it holds us all accountable. I read somewhere, and I don't remember where it was, that at a minimum, Ahmad Aubrey's death should force us to consider expanding our definition of what a neighbor may be and how we treat them. I argue that maybe a neighbor is more than the people who just own property around your house. I also believe that in assuming the worst in others, we show our worst character. Assuming the best in others is always the best course of action. And maybe those are the grand lessons from this case. I will let others spend as much time as they want writing about it and talking about it. But those are my general thoughts with regard to this case and sentencing. That said, with regard to the sentence in this case, as to Travis McMichael, Mr. McMichael, the court sentences you as follows. Count 1, malice murder, life without the possibility of parole. Count 2, felony murder, is vacated by operation of law. Count 3, felony murder, vacated by operation of law. Count 4, felony murder, vacated by operation of law. Count 5, felony murder, vacated by operation of law. Count 6, aggravated assault, merges into count 1. Count 7, aggravated assault. Court sentences the defendant to 20 years consecutive to count 1. Count 8, false imprisonment, merges into count 1. Count 9, attempted false imprisonment, 5 years concurrent to count 7. That is life plus 20.
Woo!
Greg
God
McMichael,
almighty.
the court sentences you as follows. Count 1, malice murder, defendant was found not guilty. Count 2, felony murder, life without the possibility of parole.
Woo!
Count 3, felony murder, vacated. When I say vacated, it's vacated by operation of law in all cases. I'm not going to repeat it. Count 4, vacated. Count 5, vacated. Count 6 merges into count 2. Count 7, aggravated assault, 20 years consecutive to count 2. Count 8, 10 years concurrent to count 7. Count 9, 5 years concurrent to count 7. That is life plus 20 years. Roddy Bryan, I do want to separate a little bit because the state is making a different recommendation. And despite the back and forth that Mr. Goff and I had during this case, I do want to point out a couple things that he raised that I think are appropriate to raise with regard to the sentence. As far as the remorse, I think Roddy Bryan stands in very different shoes. It is obvious from the beginning that he questioned the tragedy that had occurred at the scene. It was on, I can't remember whose body cam, but the body cam, in fact, questioning whether or not what had occurred, and then took steps early on in this process, I think, that demonstrated that he had grave concerns that what had occurred should not have occurred. And I think that does make Mr. Bryan's situation a little bit different. However, Mr. Bryan has been convicted of felony murder. And I do not believe it can be disputed based on the facts of this case that the verdict was an appropriate verdict based upon the evidence. And when I say appropriate, what I mean is legal. Because I believe there's been some discussion about some differences between Mr. Bryan and the McMichaels. There may be some differences, but it does not change the fact that was it not for the fact that Mr. Bryan used his vehicle in a way to impede Mr. Aubrey's course of travel, this may not have ever occurred. And that is sufficient for felony murder. He did cooperate with law enforcement. I will point out Mr. Goff 17-10-1B. There's actually a case out of Chatham County that says it would not apply under the circumstances of this case. So the court recognizing that Mr. Bryan's position is different. Again, Mr. Bryan was found not guilty on count 1 and count 2. Court sentences Mr. Bryan to life with the possibility of parole on count 3. Count 4 is vacated. Count 5 is vacated. Count 6, the defendant was found not guilty. Count 7 merges into count 3. The defendant is sentenced to 10 years consecutive to count 3 on count 8 and 5 years concurrent with count 8. Both of those counts, though, will be suspended sentences, which gives Mr. Bryan a life with the possibility of parole sentence. Those are the sentences. The court having pronounced sentence, first with regard to Travis McMichael. Mr. McMichael, you are hereby notified that under the law of Georgia, you are entitled to appeal the guilty verdict of the jury, and if you decide to do so, you must file your appeal within 30 days of this date. You are also informed that you have the right to retain a lawyer of your own choice to represent you on your post-trial motions and appeals to the appropriate appellate court of Georgia. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the court will appoint one for you. You are entitled to and will be given a transcript of all pretrial, trial, and post-trial matters without cost to you if you cannot afford a transcript. You may file a motion for a new trial, or you may appeal your case directly to the appropriate appellate court of Georgia for review. You are also advised that the statute of limitations for habeas corpus in this state is 4 years in the case of felonies and 1 year in the case of misdemeanors. The statute begins to run from the date the conviction becomes final. And just to be clear on the record, I'm going to go through the statement with regard to each defendant. So as to Gregory McMichael, you are hereby notified that under the law of Georgia, you are entitled to appeal the guilty verdict of the jury. And if you decide to do so, you must file your appeal within 30 days of this date. You are also informed that you have the right to retain a lawyer of your own choice to represent you on your post-trial motions and appeals to the appropriate appellate court of Georgia. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the court will appoint one for you. You are entitled to and will be given a transcript of all pretrial, trial, and post-trial matters without cost to you if you cannot afford a transcript. You may file a motion for a new trial, or you may appeal your case directly to the appropriate appellate court of Georgia. You are also advised that the statute of limitations for habeas corpus in this state is 4 years in the case of felonies and 1 year in the case of misdemeanors. The statute begins to run from the date the conviction becomes final. And then finally, Mr. Bryant, you are hereby notified that under the law of Georgia, you are entitled to appeal the guilty verdict of the jury. And if you decide to do so, you must file your appeal within 30 days of this date. You are also informed that you have the right to retain a lawyer of your own choice to represent you on your post-trial motions and appeals to the appropriate appellate court of Georgia. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the court will appoint one for you. You are entitled to and will be given a transcript of all pretrial, trial, and post-trial matters without cost to you if you cannot afford a transcript. You may file a motion for a new trial, or you may appeal your case directly to the appropriate appellate court of Georgia for review. You're also advised that the statute of limitations for habeas corpus in this state is 4 years in the case of felonies and 1 year in the case of misdemeanors. The statute begins to run from the date the conviction becomes final. Don't have a blue or black pen. Is there a blue or black pen down there? The court has executed the statement of appeal for Travis McMichael, Greg McMichael, and William R. Bryan. If I could please have counsel and the defendants execute the statements of appeal to confirm they've been given, or the notices been given.
Baby, the black man, is that who is the black man right there? Is he waiting on them to put him in handcuffs? They getting ready to lead them on to the prison, honey. Y'all going to prison. Woo, woo, you're going to prison. You're going to prison. You better get your boyfriend. You better get your husband.
Anything further from the state?
The state has asked for a condition imposed along with the sentence, and that is this, that the defendants are not allowed to make any money off of their actions, such as a book deal, a movie deal, social media deal, or anything along any way, shape, or form, make any money off of this experience, this conviction, and this trial. And that should any money be made, that it go into a fund for the Aubrey family. And I've had this condition imposed before, and given the nature of this case, we just seek to make sure that, based on their actions, having been found guilty of murder, that they do not then reap some sort of profit or benefit off of their actions via such remuneration to or from anyone in the form of, like I said, book deals, movie deals, consulting fees, or telling their story to someone in exchange for money.
Statute on this, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's not a SAM statute in other states. I'm not aware of Georgia's, but there is, I assume.
Yeah.
Cited.
Well, yeah, let's do this. Submit something more formal to the court. I'll go ahead and take a look at it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And, well, when the court does that, my only concern is how that would impact Mr. Ryan's ability to raise money for his defense, for his appeal. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where he couldn't do that inadvertently because of a sentencing condition.
Yeah, now I understand the request, but I don't want to just offhandedly grant the request without understanding exactly what the terms are that the court is seeking. So I'd like something in writing.
Is that the man that said he didn't want black preachers in the courtroom? The one that just stood up. Sit down, Miss Thing. Sit your ass down.
Let's address that once that's come in more formally with defense counsel.
Thank you.
And I think from Travis McMichael, from Greg McMichael, from Mr. Bryan.
There you
All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.
That's it.
All right, there you have it. 2 years nearly after Ahmad Aubrey was chased down, shot, and killed in northern Georgia, the 3 men charged with his death have been convicted. Travis McMichael, who fired the shots that killed Ahmad Aubrey, sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for malice murder. His father, Gregory McMichael, sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for felony murder. And William Roddy Bryan, sentenced to life with the possibility of parole for his conviction on felony murder. We heard a lot from.
I'm gonna ask y'all something. I'm about to ask y'all something. Hold on.
Diane Gallagher, who's outside the courthouse, also with me, criminal defense attorney Paige Pate. Paige, first, your reaction to the sentences.
Well, Victor, I'm not surprised by the ultimate sentence. I've appeared in front of Judge Walmsley.
Okay, I gotta ask y'all something. Let me turn this around.
Including the sentencing proceeding.
Let me ask y'all something. Let me turn this down, because I'm not understanding something. Help me understand something here. Let me turn up my lights. Help me understand something here. Now, am I missing something? Okay, what's going on with my camera? Where's my camera at? Let me turn this around. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was him. That was the man. He talking about he didn't want no black preachers in there. Girl, sit down. Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh, Lord, hold on. I gotta turn this back around. Hold on. I done did something, child. Hold on, y'all. I done did something. Guilty, yeah. I just did something, y'all, and I don't know what I did, but hold on. Let me try to fix it. Okay, I fixed it. Hey, Celeste. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to figure out something here. Now, why is it they not in handcuffs? Why is it? Oh, y'all, oh, Lord, my light is going out. Oh, I don't need my biggest ring light I got to go out. Don't go out, ring light. I need to buy another one anyway, so I know this has been flickering. But anyway, why are they not in handcuffs? I could have sworn when I be seeing these trials and stuff that these folks be in handcuffs and stuff when they be, after they've been found guilty of murder or whatever. I'm like, what? So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I could have sworn they had to be in handcuffs, but maybe not. But really, they can do that risky. They can actually, you did not see anyone. Yeah. Yeah, nobody was upset, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, why are they not in handcuffs? Because usually when I see the other race, they be like, oh, there be 4 or 5 black men behind them, ready to take them on in with the handcuffs. Get up, let's go. Or sometimes, well, no, that's not true. The white lady, the one who, the lady who killed, the one they just had, y'all, the trial, the lady who just killed the other guy, the little young guy, the guy that was in, y'all know, in Minnesota. Well, she wasn't in handcuffs, but baby, when they when they sent us up, baby, she stood up. They said, "Turn it around, honey." Click, click. So I guess it just depends on the courts or the courtrooms or whatever. Yeah, and I guess it depends on what they did. But I didn't know that if they appeal, they could leave. I didn't. That don't sound right, Risky. I don't think you could do that. I think if they've been found guilty of murder, if they appeal, I don't think they can get out of prison. I never heard of that. Maybe I'm wrong. Can they do that? Yeah, I've never heard. I don't know. Maybe I don't know the law, but I thought once they find him guilty, now you can say, you want to. Let's say, I expect to see some small vehicles showing up. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know. So can somebody answer that for me? Because I thought that if they appeal it, I thought that maybe I should call Kim Kardashian and ask her. Maybe she could. So she passed a small exam. I'm not gonna read her though. I'm not gonna read her. But I can be a judge because I'm sure judges live their life of fear. That some judges have been shot and killed too. Like I remember years ago, this judge, he got shot at his house. Charlie, if I was a judge, honey, I would have bulletproof windows, honey. It'd be like the White House. Bulletproof windows, armored trucks, everything. Because some judges, they make a lot of people upset and mad, but they just doing their job. They just doing their job. Let me tell you guys what I started doing. Iced tea, unsweet, of course, with oranges in it. See, if they get a conviction overturned, it can get a new trial. They would have to get released on bail. Are you serious? I don't think they can get that overturned, though, y'all. I don't see them get that overturned. Do y'all see them overturning that? I can't. Why, if that's the case, then why didn't they overturn the Trayvon Martin situation with his lame ass? But anyway, oranges instead of lemons, oranges inside the tea is so good. It's delicious. And I'm going to tell you guys, I want to show you guys what nursed me back to health when I had Corona 17. Well, so I can't say that. When I had the C-19. Hold on, I ain't got on no clothes. So hold on, let me turn my camera around. Hold on. I mean, I got no clothes, but I just have on my underwear. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but it sounds good. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this around. I'm going to show y'all what nursed me back to health. One of the things that nursed me back to health, hold on. And I'm about to say something here in just a second. But I want to get off my mind. Yeah, I'm going to say something here in just a second. I'm going to get off my mind about something that somebody posted this morning. Okay, so hold on. So here we go. All right. So this right here, guys, I got it at Kroger's. It's called the Naked Pack with Vitamin C Green Machine. Let me put on my bifocus. It's got a blend of forest juices in different flavors. No sugar added. Let me read the back of this. No cholesterol, very little or 1% sodium. It has vitamin C, A, B6, and no cholesterol. Bananas, pure banana, just parsley, ginger, root, odorless garlic. So no sugar added. Apples, mangoes, pineapple, bananas, and kiwis. Oh, I can't say that. So this is what nursed me back to health, guys. If you get the C-19, this right here. This really nursed me back to health. I got it at Kroger's. It's called Green Machine, and it's really delicious. And when I drank this, when I had the C-19, I felt so much better. So I got me some more. Yes. Oh, Yes, honey. So if you get sick or you have, you get to C19 and you're not feeling good, get you some of this from Corpus or wherever they may have it. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I've asked y'all a million of y'all. Y'all know me doing that podcast with Gary was the biggest thing I've done to me in my career as far as like YouTube. Okay, I don't ask for much. I appreciate people who support me and come on here and make comments and and do make comments, give donations, stuff like that. I really appreciate you guys. But one thing I can't stand is for somebody to try to tell me what I'm doing over here. Okay, because I pretty much know what I'm doing over here. Okay, and one thing. Let's see. Here's my problem. Now, you're going to come over here and you're going to try to tell me what I don't know, and I don't know everything, and I can be corrected. But the people who correct me are the people who I see who really support me. If you really support me, you're not. If you don't really support me, I'm not going to let you come on here and try to correct me about anything. If you ain't like my videos, definitely, if you ain't send no Cash App donation ever, if you ain't never sent a card, if you definitely had one on this last video that I did with Gary and made a comment, which this person hasn't, you don't love me. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. And everybody watching PT don't love me, and I understand that. But I know how to discern when somebody's trying to check me. And I'm going to tell you once again, I don't know everything, but I usually try to check my sources before I report the sources. Now, I'm going to check this again, and I'm going to show you here that Coachella is not canceled. Now, they may cancel it next week or tomorrow, but when I Google Coachella 2022, it is not canceled. And then why would it be on TMZ if it's canceled? TMZ would have said it's canceled. Okay, so somebody corrected me and tried to correct me and tell me, oh, it's canceled. It's not canceled. Let me look. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. Matter of fact, I'm going to put on my glasses. Here it is. Is Coachella 2022 canceled? And it says, the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival will return in April of 2022, ending the two-year hiatus of the renowned music event amid the COVID-19 pandemic, but dashing hopes held up some fans they might be heading to the California desert in a fall. But it says here, Stagecoach will return in April of 2022. Now and Billie Eilish, she's gonna be playing a big part. I don't know everything, y'all, but I usually try to give you the right sources and the right information. Now, PT don't know everything. Hell, Wendy gets shit wrong, okay? She gets stuff wrong. But I know when somebody's trying to check me, too. Don't come on here trying to check me. First of all, if you have not went on that video, matter of fact, I'm going to put the video down here. And thank you, Yvonne. Yvonne came on here and checked her, too. She was like, girl, where you getting your sources from? Yeah, and they might cancel it. But from what I'm reading in here, it's not. Let me see if I can actually see if they have a Coachella. But a lot of times you may report something and it could change. But when I saw it, it hadn't canceled. I'm looking at y'all like this because I got these there. I forgot I just need to look regular. Yeah, when I seen it, it wasn't canceled. So, I mean, I'm like, man, I just feel like some people, and it's okay. I mean, that's what some people do. Some people just come on here just because I guess they trying to check me or whatever. Yeah, I'm looking at it. So yeah, here it is. 1 day ago. Here it is. 1 day ago, Kanye West, Billie Eilish are to headline Coachella. This was just a day ago, y'all. It's in everything. The Los Angeles stuff, everything. Now, if they cancel it tomorrow, then they'll cancel it tomorrow. But when I got it and reported it, it's happening. Don't try to check me, honey. If you want to check your own self, get your own damn YouTube channel. And yes, I can make mistakes. And I've made mistakes. Wendy makes mistakes, and she makes millions of dollars and makes mistakes. But yeah, don't come on here checking me if you hadn't made a comment on me and Gary's podcast. Don't do it. So let me put it up here. Let me put it up here so y'all can have it. And I thank you to all of those who did go and make a comment. Things are moving, and I'm moving in silence. I've learned to keep my mouth shut and don't stop saying stuff. So things are happening. Things are moving in silence. And I appreciate everybody for supporting me. Like I said, I just got to keep my mouth shut. You'll see it when it happens. So just shut up, PT. Keep your mouth shut. You can't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Amen? So I do want to... Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in here because you haven't had a chance. So those who are watching, if you hadn't had a chance to go and leave a comment, I appreciate it if you leave a comment. Well, there's gonna be a show today, guys. I'm gonna do a show today. It's gonna be live. Okay, so come back and we're gonna do. What time is it? 2. I'm going to do a live show. Okay, Celeste? I'm going to do a live show at 6:30. No. I'm going with 7. Okay, it's live show at 7 o'clock tonight. Because I'm going to spend the night at my mom's. I could do a show at my mom's house, but my damn nephew would be hollering and screaming, "What you doing, Uncle? Uncle, what you doing?" And then calling me my real name. Child, my nephew been calling my mama by her real name. I'm going to give you my mom's fake name. Her fake name is Joyce. And he just, Joyce, my mama say, boy, you better call me Granny. I don't know where you picked that up from. Joyce, a mess. So yeah, what time did I say, Celeste? Let me write it down. Oh, look, y'all, I won some money in the, it wasn't a lot, trust me. But this is the first time I've ever won. Oh, I need to wipe off this damn computer. This is the first time I ever won. We have this thing called Texas Two-Step, and you can win up to $20,000 in the Texas Two-Step. And I won $7. $7. He trying her. Yeah, I won $7. Man, you can win up to $20,000, $200,000. Oh, 7. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with 7:30. Let's go with 7:30. Okay, let's go with 7:30. So 7:30, 8:30. Show be over by 8:30, and they give me time to, I have all my stuff packed. But when the show is over, I'll just grab my shit, get in the car, and go to my mom's house. I haven't been getting a lot. I know I had changed my let me post the video in here right quick. Y'all know I got ADD. Hold on. I know I hadn't been getting a lot of support on my shows, on my drag shows and my male shows. Okay, Risky, I hear you. And Risky, thank you so much for the Cash App donations and the donations you send to me. I get them, and I appreciate you. I really do. I know I haven't been getting a lot of support on my shows, but I know you guys. Maybe I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the time or whatever. But it shouldn't be 3 people come. Well, it's more than 3 people, but it shouldn't be 3 people to come, and they're the only ones that appreciate the art that I have financially. So y'all put your $10 back. Come see the show. I know a lot of times I say 8 o'clock, but I think I'm just gonna start the show at 9. Is 9 too late for y'all? That's what they thought to start. That's what time they start the show at the clubs at 9 o'clock. I mean, I would like to do a 3 o'clock show. If I know people's gonna come and watch the show at 3, and be, get into the show more or whatever, I would do it at 3, but I just don't know. I don't know what time to do it. Senior Gary, hey, what's up, Sheldon? Thank you, Sheldon. There's more to come. I just got to keep my mouth shut. Because, the girls will put something in your monkey wrench or whatever. They put something in your water. Y'all should have been knowing me for almost 2 years. No, should have been knowing me for over 20 years. And Sheldon, he knows Lady PT. He knows Lady PT. I'm still trying to recoup 9. It's good later. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll stick to 9. I like 9. I think 9 is good. Yeah, I think 9 is good. Yeah, I think I'll stick to 9. But yeah, Sheldon knows the lady PT. He knew me before I even started the YouTube channel. We used to travel to. When did we go to DC together? Sometimes, Sheldon, did we ever go to DC together? Or maybe Atlanta. I think we used to go to Atlanta together. Try 3 o'clock. Ooh. Child, only way. Let me just be honest. Somebody, if they want me to do a show at 3, somebody have to send me my money up front, because bitch, that's early. I'm like, bitch, 3 o'clock. Well, they do have those brunches. They have those brunches. I think the brunches start at 1. So a bitch be up painting their face at 10 o'clock in the morning, honey. Ooh. If I known there was a guaranteed $200, bitch, I'll be up at 7 during the show. But it's just too much. Oh, I'm just not as young as DC and North. Man, you ain't never been to Norfolk together. Oh, I didn't know we went to Norfolk together. Sheldon, I ain't never known us go to Norfolk together. Maybe so. Maybe we did. Sheldon, they supposed to be having a one night only reunion. By the way, Sheldon, they are having a. I don't think you my age. Sheldon, did you go to Studio 13? I don't think you went to Studio. You're too young to remember Studio. But they're having a reunion, baby. Oh my God. Sophia and Tommy putting on this reunion. July the 13th. It's on a Wednesday, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be at this ballroom in Houston. Hopefully Corona didn't die down by the end. Okay. I don't remember that. Lord Jesus. But yeah, so they're having this huge Studio 13 reunion, man. That's going to be crazy. Oh my God. I didn't even know I was on the show. Tommy was like, what do you mean you can't wait to come dance and get your groove on? She's like, bitch, you on the show. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll be there. So yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. That was before. Studio 13 was before Dallas, before Austin. No, yeah, Studio was before Dallas. It was before Austin. Oh my God, those were the good old days. I can't wait. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. So let me share this link in here, y'all, and then I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh no, I will see y'all tonight at 7:30. Then I'll see y'all Sunday at 9 o'clock. One thing about me doing the show, I'm 58, and that's what I mean. Oh, you remember Studio? Okay, yeah, they having this. There's gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, July the 13th is on a Wednesday. I don't know why they didn't do it on Fridays and Saturdays. The building probably costs a lot because it's a beautiful building from what I saw. But if they had did it, now Cookie used to have her birthday parties on Monday. They could have did it on a Monday too, but the 13th is fine because I'll be 21 on July the 10th. So that's the 2 or 3 days after my birthday. So that'll be flawless. Okay. All right. I'm glad you're feeling better. You got everything back like it was, or what's going on with you? You tell them kinfolk that they ask someone sit down. Let me put the link in here. If you have not seen the video of Gary and myself, please go and check it out. I'm going to put it in here so you guys can click on it and go and leave a comment. Don't just look at it. Leave a damn comment. I seen it, PT. I seen the video with you and Gary with the T. Well, I don't see your name on there where you left a comment. Leave a damn comment. All right, here it is. I'm about to post it in here. There she goes, right there. I just posted it in there. But yeah, Sheldon, that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be, oh my God. I'll be in Houston actually that weekend. I'll be in Houston that Friday, then that Saturday, and that Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. So I'll be in town that whole weekend. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a hotel downtown because I think the ballroom, let me see where that Bayou Ballroom is at. Houston, Texas, Bayou Ballroom. Let me see where it's located. It's located on Texas Avenue. Where is that at? Is that over there by the spa? Let me see if they don't know what that is, Sheldon. Let me look on the maps and see if I know where that's at. Yes. Oh, that's gonna be sickening, Sheldon. Okay, let me look it up and see where this is at. I'm gonna do the maps so it'll tell me exactly where it's at. Okay, it's a beautiful place from what I see on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's got a shell. Oh, okay. It's a nice. I know where it's at. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay downtown. Do they have a Marriott downtown? Sheldon, get with me. Email me at comedianpt@yahoo.com or hit me up on Facebook because if they have a Marriott downtown, I can get you a discount. And because I want to be downtown. Well, I probably won't be downtown until that. Okay, the show's gonna be there Wednesday. I'll probably check into my hotel that Tuesday, and I'll already be downtown because I'm looking at it right here. This is where it's located. Let me show you. Let me pull it up. It's right here. Oh, baby, they peed. They actually peed. Oh, they peed. It's the Albert Thomas Convention Center. Oh, it's like in the convention center area. Oh, baby, Miss Sophia and them peed for that. Oh, yes. Oh, they done that. Oh, it's a nice, and it's got the, it has the Bluefish Japanese restaurant there and everything, see? Oh, that's a nasty location. Oh, it's a nice, and it's got the, I can hear myself. It has the Bluefish Japanese restaurant there. Oh, yeah, they did that. Okay, Miss Sophia and them, they done that. There it is called a Bayou Place or something like that. See that? You can barely see it, but yeah. It's downtown. It's not too far from that. It's not too far from that tall green building. Now that tall, see that big tall, that's the tallest building in Houston right there. Yeah, I know what it said. That's downtown. Okay, that's cute. That's gonna be real cute. All right, Miss Sophia, y'all. Okay, yeah, email me. I went and looked at the rooms and they were kind of expensive, but I mean you can afford it. Well, I'm like, they may be $80 a night, but they could go down to, but I mean for a Marriott downtown, that's good, you know. And I'm not driving, so I won't have to pay for parking. I'm thinking them rooms probably run us about, let me see what they cost right now. Let's see what the discounts look like. And then I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me see what the discounts look like right now. Marriott. I've been had this discount Sheldon, I've been had this discount from this man for over almost 25 years. Yeah, he's a good guy. He really, really hooks me up, and you know, he's a straight guy. I met him through his sister. His sister is a lesbian, and me and her are really cool. I haven't talked to her in a while, but she's cool people. Okay, let me put the date in here and see what they're looking like right now. Because if I see something for like 50 or 60, I'm just gonna grab it, you know, and just save it. Because I can always cancel it. Oh, y'all, it's almost Valentine's Day to all you lovers out there. I called my ex yesterday in Atlanta. He's still in a relationship. Oh, I'm so happy for him. Messy. Okay, that's crazy because July the 4th weekend, I'll be in Atlanta. And then I'll come back. Well, I was just flying back to Houston. Okay, so anyway, let me see it. July the 13th. Let me see what the rooms look like. Hold on. Checking out on the 14th. Let me see what the rooms look like. Let me see what the rooms look like. Yeah, I want to be right downtown. Hold on. Ooh, oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh, Sheldon, they have something going on that weekend. Is Jesus coming back that weekend? Now, they do have a room for $83, but it's off of Western University. That's over there by Richmond, not down the street from the House of Pies. That's a cute location. It ain't downtown, but the rooms downtown right now, oh, them girls, they not having it. It's something going on that weekend. Oh, my God. The cheapest hotel downtown with the Marriott discount, which is not bad, is 109. That's not bad at all. That's the Courtyard downtown convention center. Yeah, that's not bad at all. But bitch, the JW Marriott downtown, the bitch is $416 a night. That's with the discount. But then the Residence Inn is 109. I prefer to stay at the Residence Inn downtown. You know what I mean? Because you get the free breakfast. Yeah, I think you want me to reserve those rooms. We can always cancel them. I'll reserve 2 rooms. You coming in that Tuesday and checking out. I mean, you coming in that Tuesday. You gonna stay Tuesday and Wednesday, or you just go Wednesday? We'll talk. Just hit me up and let me know. Yeah, because that's not bad. I mean, and the Residency in Downtown Convention Center. Yeah, she's 109, and that's good. The regular price might be like 209. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And I like Miss Marriott. She gives me what I need. She gives it to me. Yeah, one downtown. Exclusive. Oh, they have exclusive amenities. Oh, what would that be? Let me click on this and see. They're only going to give you a 1-bedroom. Oh, is it a 1-bedroom suite, or is it a small room or a bigger room? I need to reserve this. I'm gonna see what it looks like with the room. Came out to $128 downtown. That's not bad. I want to see what the rooms look like. Okay, I'm clicking on what are the okay here. Let me show y'all what the room look like. Turn this around, show y'all what the rooms look like. Can y'all see that? Okay, so that's the Residence Inn downtown. The residence, she give me what I want. Now, if you stay there Monday through Wednesday, they have like see, yeah, them rooms are probably, yeah, see, they give you like the little kitchen area, but Monday through Wednesday, they give you they have like a little thing, and the evening time where you have drinks, food, all this is complimentary. So the girl, they need to get a smaller TV. The TV's too big, girl. They don't have the big TVs no more like that, girl. I need y'all to upgrade. Upgrade you. Trying to see. I'm trying to figure out what these exclusive amenities are that they talk about. I mean, what? I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tonight at 7:30. 7:30 for the show. It's gonna be live. No, I'm not gonna be pre-recorded. It will be live. So let me get out for here and find me something to talk about. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, y'all. Bye.